This is how you maintain a positive mindset. First, you got to understand that and put in your mind that everything happens for a reason. So like once you got that figured out, that everything happens for a reason, and just realize that it's either meant to be or not meant to be, because everything that you want to do is not going to probably align with what you want to do. So if it don't work, you don't have to look at it as a bad way. Just look at it that it wasn't meant, That's why I say you gotta have more than just one goal in life, or more than just one focus in life, because that focus don't always, or that goal don't always come to play, So basically once that don't happen, then you just move to your next one, because one of the goals or one of the focus you have is eventually it's gonna work. It might not work when you want it. It might take a lot of time, but it's eventually going to work. So you don't want to give up on it. So then the thing is, you just always got to think about, like I said, you don't want to have a negative thought on, dang, it might not. No, just as long as you just keep it at, yes, I'm going to do this. It's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? It's going to happen then. It's eventually going to happen. You just got to keep it in your mind. Stuff don't happen when you just keep with the negative. When you keep your mind on the negative, it's gonna stay on the negative. The negative part of it or whatever. But yeah, like I said before, if it don't work, it's gotta be like it wasn't meant. It wasn't meant. You can't feel down about yourself, and you gotta be on to the next one, because you gotta keep it moving. Life just don't stop there. You just gotta keep it moving. Just know that it's bigger and better things than what you set for yourself. Is always going to be bigger and better things. You got to remember that. That's how you keep it, that part, that's the main thing. And then the fact of keeping that positive mindset and knowing that it's going to work. And when it do work, that's just like one of the best feelings ever. And then, you like, man, I knew I could do it. You got that proud. You feel proud. Feel good. I'm thankful about it. Like, yes, I did this hard work and I got what I wanted. You know what I'm saying? Even though other stuff didn't fall through, and you kept that positive mind, if it came through, it's like, whew. It's a good feeling, man. You just don't, man. Now the second thing, you gotta focus more on your character than your image. Explain that. Now, when you focus on your character more than your image, you have this thing that come in your mind where you focus on yourself. You're not worried about what others think about you. So when you know that you're trying to build a positive type person, you don't have to worry about having a positive type image, because your image is just gonna come off based off your character. It's something that you're not forcing for your audience. It's something that's just within you already. It's like basically a lot of people do that. They play like they're not hurt in front of everybody else. It's just like that little mask that they be having now. They got the little sad mask, or they had that one dude with the got the crying under the mask, and then got the smile on top of the face. That's what that is. That's like really when you care more about your image than your character. That's really what that be like. Because eventually when you go home, you take that mask off, you that same person then. And then basically it's like you can say on the outside that you're a positive person, but we know that you have so much negativity in the inside of you. That's why you have to build your character up first. And then your character will eventually bring that image that you are a positive person. It depends on how you handle that situation. And you can fight hard for what you feel like. You don't want to contradict. And once you say you're a positive person, you are trying to be a positive person, you don't want to you want to try your best not to contradict yourself from what you were saying. You don't want to look like a hypocrite. So basically, if you know on the inside and you're working on your character instead of just your image, just to trying to not look negative for a quick second in front of somebody, but then as soon as they get you mad, And they all just go out the window quick anyways. So it eventually comes out. And just basically, when you building on your character, you trying to think of positive ways to get out of a negative situation. That's when you build your character up for that, which will show in your image. That's what I'm getting to. So you don't want to be like I said, that's gonna be your main thing that help you. Like, you know what, I don't want to be a hypocrite and show negative sides, so you got to focus on the positive sides. Then your image will show it. So you got to focus on your character first. That's my main thing. I'm getting to. Number 3 to keeping positivity in your life, you gotta put your pride to the side and become the bigger person. That will help a lot. With putting your pride to the side and becoming a bigger person is basically not letting your pride overcome your positivity or your positive mindset, because everybody don't agree with each other sometimes on certain situation, or you might get into something that you just strongly dislike, or you just want to hurt somebody. But becoming a bigger person and just, trying to let it go for the better will increase, your positivity in your life. It decrease it, because, having a negative reaction to something that's not even coming to ends or whatever, it's gonna make it way worse. Now, dealing with that pride to the side situation, this will lead to number 4 of trying to keep a positive mindset. You want to avoid situations that will put you in a negative type mindset. Basically, avoiding situation that that'll put you in a negative mindset. That's just like if you always talking to somebody, or you got a friend or something, for example, whatever, y'all know if it's a certain topic that y'all talk about that triggers them, which triggers you, and y'all never get that put together, then you gotta avoid it. But you gotta keep in your mind that, yes, people is stubborn to what they believe in nowadays. So you want to try to dodge different subjects or different topics to keep your positive mindset, because a lot of negative coming your way will eventually you end up becoming that negative. There's only so much a human can take sometimes, so it's better off to just avoid it, especially because it's hard to control it to a certain extent. I mean, that's also like if you like part of if you know about the hood and stuff, not to go out there and say some crazy stuff, something the opposite. Or like say I'm on 7 Mile, they got the little street gangbangers and stuff. I'm on 7 Mile, I come up to 6 Mile, like, yeah, 7 Mile. Why would I do that? That's gonna bring the negativity out of me when you know what's gonna start it. So if you know the outcome, then why even start it? That's no different from, talking to a certain friend or a certain individual about something that that's going to trigger them. That's no different. And here's the last and final step and suggestion. You got to realize that people going to be them. All of us are humans. We make mistakes. And majority of us, I would say all of us, really don't know no better. All we know is what we've been taught. And when you come to realize that, you got to realize that everybody is entitled to what they believe in. So you can't blame nobody on how they raised. I mean, they got to be accountable for what they do, but you can't. The thing is, everybody has their mindset. And once you understand that, even if your point or whatever don't get through to somebody, or certain stuff happen, you gotta realize people make mistakes. And then knowing that, you can just keep that positive mind frame and be like, you know what? It is what it is, man. I tried my best, and whatever gonna get through, whatever don't, it don't. And just still keep the positive mindset and still try to respect each other. Respect each other's decision, even though it don't meet or matches yours. It's just It is what it is. As long as they not harming nobody or nothing, just it is what it is. And that's how you keep a positive mindset. All of us is different. All of us is different. You gotta realize that everybody is not the same, and just because they're not the same, you can't complain. That's like somebody trying to force you to be something, you know, trying to force you to stick to their side. You just gotta, you don't want that happening, so you can't let that happen to somebody else, or can't make that happen to somebody else. So you keep that in your mind, man. You can maintain a positive mindset, even towards negative people. You can still maintain it. Because you got up, just because you got up and had a good day, that don't mean everybody else got up and had a good day. Eventually, positive will attract positive. Maybe not at the moment, but it will. Negative ignites negative. Say that right? Gaslight, whatever. It makes it worse. That's what I'm getting to. I don't know if I'm saying the right word, but yes, that is how you maintain a positive mindset. I'll catch y'all. Follow me now, man. Slow it down and share this to the people that need to hear this. Thanks a lot. Stop ghost watching.